everyone is in the same path looking for a destiny. Is there any purpose? Is there any ultimate goal? Or is it just a useless 50, 60, 80, 100 years that we live on this earth? So when you do find that purpose, you have answered a very big question.
Have you ever asked or been asked if God is fact or fiction? Socrates, quoted by Plato, said, "Go where the argument leads, not pull the argument where you want it to go." What do you think will happen if you honestly did what Socrates said and applied it to the question of God and religion? But can it be done? The presence of evil, pain, and suffering is said to be the strongest argument against the existence of God. But did you know that a logical scrutiny of that very claim and argument actually points to the existence of God? How can the strongest argument switch sides? There is a difference between evolution and Darwin's theory of evolution. The first has been well established with indisputable data. The second has hardly any data of its own and yet claims to be a scientific theory. How about an impartial inquiry into Darwin's theory?
I've seen many of them struggling to figure out whether there is an answer at all. And so when a light is shown that there might be an answer, that creates hope. This unique fact-filled seminar goes through the questions of the existence of God, evolution, relativism, pluralism, and a brand new method that I personally devised to compare the 5 great world religions: Hinduism, Islam, Buddhism, Judaism, and Christianity. In the last 18 years, I've been to 5 continents, speaking primarily to those on secular university campuses.
Please give a big round of applause for Honorable Dr. Subodh Pandit ji, eminent spiritual scholar and thinker.
Hi, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Pastor Dick Hansen. I'm here today with somebody that I want you to meet. Her name is Hyojin Hughes, and she's become a friend of mine. She was raised in Korea. She wanted actually to study about God. You see, in her background, there was no place for God. So personally though,
yeah.
You really didn't believe in God.
No.
Now let's turn to education. You went through the Korean education system.
Right.
Now I understand you're a dissertation short
Yes.
of a PhD in environmental engineering.
Right.
What did your education contribute to your understanding of spiritual things?
It made me turn away from God. I thought creation, God created everything. I thought that was a fairy tale. Science is a logic.
And we started talking, and what I realized, what I should say to those who are listening is Hyojin basically didn't even know if God exists. It's pretty hard to give a Bible study to somebody who doesn't believe in the Bible or doesn't believe in God. And so I realized we needed to make take a different approach with her particular circumstances. And as you remember, we began to watch some videos by Dr. Subodh Pandit called Come Search With Me. And he deals with the question of God and the question of Bible in an intellectual way. It was reason. It was not emotion. It was not believe this or else. It was to reason this out. And then he moved to studying the 5 great religions of the world: Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, Judaism, and Christianity, and comparing their leaders, comparing their teachings, comparing their histories, and so on. And I also had some books. This was by Dr. Pandit, said, Does God Really Exist?
And
she devoured these books. So
that really, that was a breakpoint for me.
You said, I now believe I can be a Christian and a scientist.
Yes.
So what do you think of Jesus now?
I can say I love Jesus now.
Now she says she wants to be baptized, correct?
Yes.